There you guys are. Alafia, aho, I say namaste, and thank you for watching Shadow of Wolves with blessings to all of you. Those of you who need to know my YouTube channel, please like, follow, share, subscribe, as there are many teachings on there for a longer version of this video and other videos as well. Thank you for tuning in with blessings. Let's talk about your ancestors and lifting them and knowing that they're in a good way. We'll do that first. And you want to give them an extra boost in prayers as they are on their journey, whether it's 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You have lost a friend or a loved one, and you want to give them an extra boost so that they can continue to elevate, because just as human beings, we all change. Every year we change. Even our body, it sheds skin. We elevate one step to the next, and we start learning more. Even a baby takes baby steps, becomes a pre-adolescent, an adolescent, an adult, and an elder. So it takes time. The same way your spirits have to continue elevating. God appoints his footsteps for those spirit guides of light, for very, very high deities and so forth. So let's talk about that. I'm hoping that you have your ancestor table, even if it's a glass of water, your 7 or 9 glasses, and so forth. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. These are the most safest candles in terms of having your prayers and venerating your ancestors. Okay? Your ancestors are always in need of hearing prayers. This is why prayer mass is important. This is why holy music is important. This is why also when we sit in front of our altar, we pray. That's very important because they need to hear those prayers. So let's get into it. Candles. We will take and we use holy olive oil. We consecrate it and we rub it. Also dried herbs of rosemary and basil, I absolutely love. Very, very simple. What you will do is you'll consecrate it and then you rub it going up the wick as your prayers are being throughout the universe and the heavens. Then what we do is once you have consecrated that candle with your holy oil, which is olive oil, and you also have your herbs, which I recommend rosemary and basil. Simple. Then you will place the candles and you will say in honor of, and you also have to call on God first. Do your prayers. For us, we use the Allan Kardec book and we pray prayer for the loved ones and so forth. Really beautiful. You can say the Our Father. You can say the Lord is my shepherd. You can say even Psalm 91. Once those candles are there and they're prayed on, then you light them. You simply say your prayer with blessing and peace. You protect your energy and put a little bit of sea salt around the candles, around in a circle, or sometimes we use cascarilla and we sprinkle that around and have faith that you're doing this to give your ancestors a boost. Now, there are some who didn't die in a good way, either unexpected or some has died very tragic and so forth. And God, blessings to all of you. Now, that it normally takes a skilled spiritualist. Sometimes it comes out in a reading, like when I'm doing readings and this energy comes out where the person's ancestor is not lifted or they died before their time or something happened. That spirit has to be lifted. If you know you need this guidance, go to your godparent, your spiritual leader, whatever you feel comfortable with. But those that know how to do this but need an idea, what we do use, and red bricks are very, very spiritual. Not only do red bricks create a barrier, they walk with strength. Even people put red brick dust in front of their door so bad energy does not go in their door and so forth. What we do is from outside, not on your table, we use the same candle, but it's one candle. And we take this candle and we put it on the ground outside or in your garage, right? And then you do your prayers. Those of you who can't do it outside or don't have yard space, that's fine. You can go to a park and you light it on the floor, but you'll be having a lot of your bricks. You have to have 9 bricks. So you're going to do day 1, and then you're going to light the candle, and you're going to ask God to please help this person, help them to cross over. The spirit needs to be lifted, and you'll pray, right? This is normally done, as I said, through spiritual leaders and godparents and people who can help with this, because they put it to a very powerful energy that they have had initiation or contract with. Continuing on, it starts from the ground. Then you'll put 1 brick. The second day, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It must be 9. Now, 9 is also related to ethereal cords. It is also governed by Archangel Michael. When we're working with white, it is governed by Archangel Gabriel, and his day is Friday. However, it's the safest way to go in using 1 white candle from the ground. Then you'll mark, even with a pencil or your finger, you'll also mark, okay, that was day 1, day 2, day 3, and you lift them. Do not blow out the candle. Make sure and snuff it out. Make sure that your head is covered if you're able to do this. But if you're not, please don't tread in dangerous waters. Leave this to those who can give you guidance, okay? So in blessings to you, you have a lot of blessings. Don't give up in anything. You know, when people pass away, it's a very sorrowful thing. And I'm so sorry for those of you who had your loss. May they rest in peace, and the greatest condolences. We are here when we're born, and then we are meant to ascend into the universe through heaven, okay? So let's get into that. Those are different dimensions. That's not a topic for today. But how do you do this? How do you heal yourself? Well, first of all, in having faith in God, knowing that time is written, destinies are written, okay? But also to know that when you're doing this and you're praying and you're asking also for your healing, we have a space on this earth in our flesh and bones, in our thoughts, in our spirit guides that once took up this space. So now the space, when it has to go, if we don't do the prayers, the space is like a shadow and it's in darkness. So it's important. Even when you're going to the church, they usually have a candle that you can put in honor for those who passed on. And in blessings to your faith, if it's not your faith to do that, then don't do it. I'm talking to those who are very, very spiritual, or either from the Catholic Church or from Santeria, Lukumi, and so forth. Those who have spiritual foundations, even though Santeria and Lukumi is Orisha. But those of you who know, who've been to masses and who praise, it is important to really pray for your ancestors. And once again, don't always giving food, especially, you don't know all the ancestors of your court, do you? You don't know 100 years ago if someone was, they did bad things on earth and they need prayers. You don't know all the names. That's why when we go to our table, we pray with faith and we pray for all of our ancestors. But in this particular case, this is a quick way to have a spirit elevated, an ancestor elevated. This is important. And the other way are through the bricks. Bricks are very important. Sometimes we even take a piece of coal. We put frankincense and myrrh, even holy church incense, and we use that brick because the red brick will get rid of evil spirits from your house. In blessings to you. Alafia, aho, I say namaste, and thank you for watching Shadow of Wolves with blessings.